So right at this moment, I want to get into today's topic. Today we are going to be learning and hearing from a gentleman who has been able to show us that it is possible. Someone who has shown us that once you make a decision to succeed in your life, it is very possible. It doesn't matter where you begin from. All you need to do is to make a decision and say, you know what? I want to succeed in this means. I want to make things happen. I saw him start a business. I saw him progress. I saw him struggle. And now today he has turned himself into a great entrepreneur. Our mission is to raise entrepreneurs to reach their full potential. I can greatly say with confidence that this gentleman is actually rising to his full potential. He made a decision at the start of this year and said, I do not want my commission. I don't want my earnings to be below 10 million shillings. And I have watched him earn averagely 12.5 million shillings every single month. Reason being, he just made a decision and said, I want to make things happen. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mr. Dennis Tumushabe, all the way from Barra, to take us through today's hot topic. There you go, Mr. Dennis.
Thank you very much, Justus, for giving me an opportunity to share with the leaders. And my prayer today, Justus, am I heard? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. My prayer today is that God can help you understand my message and take massive action. That's my prayer. Actually, every time I pray to God, is that God to open distributors' eyes to see the opportunity. So I pray and trust God that you will understand what I will explain, and so that we can get Uganda to another level. So for those that have just joined our opportunity, or if you're new or a guest, my name is Dennis Tumushabe. I am calling in from Barara, western part of Uganda. I've been in business for quite some time. I am married to Rachel, and God has blessed us with 3 children so far. That's where we are now. 3 children. Our firstborn is going 9 years. Our second-born is going 4 years. Our firstborn is in P3. Our second-born is in baby. Our third-born is going 2 years, and we are just there. Rachel and I went to school, and I met New Life at the time I needed it. I am a firstborn in a family of 4. We lost our dad. And the big reason why I joined, I was not sick, I was not a serious farmer. It was not about the products. I wanted money. Money was my motivating factor at that point, because my mom couldn't afford to educate me at campus. Long story short, when this gentleman shared with me this opportunity, I had more reasons to start than my excuses. I made a decision some years ago, very many years ago. I remember, if you're new, you need some money to pay to be part of us. I remember I had just bought a phone from a UTL promotion. I sold it, and that money wasn't enough to get me into the business. Looked for the balance, and I got started. I did the things I was told to do, use the products. I started with soap. I couldn't use supplements because I thought I didn't need them at that point. Though today it is something that I really respect, looking after our health. I started with soap, then lotions, and I was told that the second thing, if you have loved the products, share. I said, that's okay. I started demonstrating these products to people. Some were laughing at me. Some were saying I am now useless. I have nothing to do. Some were appreciating, and that's life. And I remember my first commission was 17,550. That was my first commission. I was very excited. That time I didn't even have an account. I was very excited. That time the company used to give us checks from South Africa, printed, pay, ordering Stanbic Bank to pay Dennis Tumushabe a sum of 17,550. I was very excited. And I was told that if you continue to understand this and do this, your commission is going to grow. I remember my first check, one of my good friend told me, hey, Dennis, they have paid this 17,550. 17,550. That even a house guard is better than you today. That gentleman is a senior banker. And he gets to the bank at 7:30, leaves the bank at 9. So, you know, that's the life he's in. You produce children, they grow when they don't even know you. Me, I have the freedom, and even my commission, my 1 month commission now pays him about 3 or 4 months. And he's a very busy worker. That's the new life opportunity. On top of that, there's travel. Travel wasn't my thing when I was joining, actually. But today, I enjoy travel. I have been on plane. I've been on very many planes, more than 40 planes, by the way. At my age, I am still in my third floor, going to postdoc very soon. I've been in very many planes. Our recent trip is Mauritius. We are together with my wife. I can't explain to you that fun. I can't explain to you the reunion. In fact, you know, when you go with your partner, it becomes good. We are still fresh from Mauritius. Just about a few days from now, actually next month, we are going to Zanzibar. We are going to go through Rwanda, then Zanzibar. That's something that I never knew that would happen. Today, it's history. So we are going to discuss key things that are going to help us. You know, our topic today was saying maximizing your potential, your full potential. That's a very, very powerful step, a very powerful topic that, like I said, I pray to God that you can use me to speak to your heart this evening, because some of us, in fact, sometimes I'm in my bed and I tell God, when I'm in my conversation with God, I say, God, help distributors understand what they joined. That is always my prayer. God, help distributors to understand what they joined and use us to be your base. Because you see, if you understand this business, it is better. It's a great business that you will live to be thankful. In fact, the gentleman who shared with me this opportunity, in my prayers, I pray for him. Because had it not been him sharing with me this, I think I would be a border rider, a senior border rider. But today I'm in prayer. Today, life has changed. Our children are in the best school. We live in our own home. Our parents are happy because of Neolife. By the way, for us, we sleep Neolife, we eat Neolife, everything Neolife. In fact, if you cut my blood, you might find Neolife in the blood. That's also another point that we need to look at. So we want to look at how we can change our financial life. How we can change our financial life. I don't know. Are you comfortable? In fact, as we start, are you comfortable with the income you're earning right now? If you're employed, they are paying you 2 million shillings. Some are comfortable with 500,000. Okay, are you comfortable with that amount? Are you comfortable with the 2 million shillings, the 1 million shillings, the 500,000 shillings? Are you comfortable running out of the money before you run out of the month? Tonight, I want us to have a meeting with ourselves. In fact, after this call, I want you to have a meeting. If you continue earning, this morning I was listening to someone, and he was saying, okay, he was in the job world. He was saying, this guy was saying, Are you okay? The job you're doing right now, will you be comfortable doing it when you no longer have energy? I said, oh gosh, listen. Will you be happy when you don't have energy that you still be doing that job? Now, new life stands up to be different. New life stands up to be different. Let's get back to, we are always excited when we are starting the year. This year is my year. In fact, some of us, the things, the achievements, the goals that we made, in fact, research has it that by March, you have already forgotten. Let's remind ourselves, what financial goal did you have for 2024? You see, the one thing I know with life, I've understood that if you are not organized, you can spend your entire life struggling with money. I don't know whether you have seen people that are planning for the future when they are in their future. Someone is planning for the future, and when he or she is already in the future. Would you want to, there is a time I was from Ishaka, and I gave a lift to a gentleman who's about 65 years. And he said, it was about, I think, 67 years, was a retired gentleman, and asked him, what's your health goal? In fact, he openly told me, said, I do not have any health goal. If I fall sick, if they don't pick me from here, I stay here. I don't have any money. I spent all the money on their school fees. Meaning that even when he wants to eat meat, he has to first make a phone call. Hey, my son, guy, I am tired of the beans. Does that describe you? Let me ask you a question. Is your financial life growing, or it is getting down as your energy levels are getting down? These are very serious questions. Like I've told you, I am actually living, I am going to a fourth floor. I see 40 years knocking. What worries me right now is 40 years. I am 40 years. I don't even have 20 acres of land. What is that 40 years? It is very possible, in fact, if you're not serious with life, time to fly, and you still have primary challenges. Because by the challenges that we have to upgrade, that we have to get rid of. Do you know that the next 5 years can be like the last 5 years if you don't take care of what you do daily? So that is key. What is your focus? I just want us to talk about what is your financial. The other day I read a quote that was saying that when you're broke, when you're poor and you're even in a family gathering, you are the person that even confused the meeting. Me, the one thing I actually understood that the poor has no freedom on this planet, even in their own family. You're broke. When you're broke, and the other day I was talking to a gentleman, I said, God is not going to forgive the poor because opportunities are there. God is not going to forgive the poor. Trust me. Because sometimes you interact with people and you see they are really comfortable in poverty. You look at what they do, you look at their daily routine, you see these ones. After all, the Bible said some of us would be poor. However, it didn't say you or me. But God is not going to forgive the poor. This morning, I was also listening to a gentleman saying that one of the greatest responsibility that you have in this world is how have you left your children? These are things that when you look at the world is changing every day. What inheritance are you leaving for your children? Like some of us, Our parents are not known. Why? Because they didn't. What are you going to be known of? That you left debts for your children, you left, like some of us are starting from scratch, and it has costed us a lot. It has costed us a lot. When you look at what is happening today, a child goes to school, finish the 16, 18 years, and they finish school, they go back on another course of looking for a job. In fact, today, parents that are here, most of your children are done with school. You are paid millions of money, but they're being paid a salary of 200,000, 300,000. You're already in this business, you haven't actually led them to see an opportunity. Where are we going? A child has finished school, paid 200, 500,000, 1 million shillings. What's your financial goal as a distributor? Because you see, an opportunity is going to come to someone who's organized. God on, you know, sometimes I actually get in, I come to office every morning with an attitude that I'm going to make it. Even when I'm praying to God in the morning, I tell God, thank you very much, and I'm going to have a blessed day. You have already aligned my customers. I know it's going to be wonderful. Thank you, Lord. And by the way, you also don't have to disturb God so much. Do a lot of thanking than even praying. That's how it is. There's some writer that says that you cannot expect an A plus performance with a B mindset. You focus on the good. If this business is work for us, focus on the good. Actually, there's another writer that says, what you focus on expands. Where is your focus? Is it on the fears? Is it you can't make it? Is it on your income goals? You say, you know, one of the decisions I made this year, I was earning my 5 million shillings, 6 million shillings, and I said, but when I get the 5 or 4 million shillings, I do a few things, and I said, but wait a minute. Your life is like a supermarket. You enter and get what you want. I said, God, you know what? It's also very important to have that personal decision. Personal meeting. In fact, you need to sit down and with yourself, and ask yourself, where am I headed? Where am I headed? How will my next 5 years be as I'm aging, as I'm growing? If you're young, you're 25 years, where will my 10, 20 years are going to be? You're going to have a family, have children, have what? Are you looking at your income growing? Have you put means to help to make sure that that income can grow? So to begin with, in fact, if this business is work for you, identify what you want. You see, all of us want money. But are you clear about the money you want, how much you want, what's needed to achieve that money? If you ask anyone, do you want money? Yes, everyone wants money. But you see, you will not achieve what you don't know. If I ask how many of you want to become directors, many of you want to become directors. But if I want it takes to become a director, you don't know. You can't become a director if you do not know what it takes to become a director. Before we get there, is your mind already convinced that you can become a director? I remember when I was becoming a director, sometimes I would be even on my bed. I hear, ladies and gentlemen, my name being called in a room full of 5,000 people. Ladies and gentlemen, join us and we will come a brand new director, all the way from Western Uganda. None other than Mr. Tumushabe. I would hear that sound coming into my mind. Trust me, success requires us to be fully convinced In fact, the greatest enemy of your progress is your mind. The conversations, the discussions that are in your mind. You see, what's outside here doesn't matter. People are saying products are expensive, products, those don't matter. What's outside your mind doesn't matter, trust me. What matters is the person seated where you're seated. If that person seated where you're seated makes a decision, their business is going to change. So that's the, in fact, if things are not moving right, the first person you have to check is that person in you. Because if that person in you is not convinced, you might be here and still have will this thing work for me? Will this thing work for me? Some of us are even on this call and you even fear to share with people. How will John know that I am even in these things? Now, how will God bless you if you still feel shy to talk about what you're in? If you still feel shy, some of us are even on this call and say, this one has a lot of money. This one is too corporate. This one is, why prejudge? But some of these rich guys that you see, he might be even be sleeping very well than them. The one thing I also understood that rich people want more money than the poor. Any business opportunity, they are open-minded. So is the person in you convinced that this business is going to work? Because that's where we have got to begin from. The person in you must be convinced that this thing is going to work. I also read something yesterday that believing in yourself is the full-time job for you. Believing in yourself is a full-time job. Trusting your ability is a full-time job. Trusting in your abilities is a full-time job. You see, you are not going to influence anyone to join you to buy your products if you're still not convinced. The first person to buy the vision is you. The first person to buy this opportunity is you. If your legs are like this, you're here, God cannot bless. And another thing, why some of us are not sponsoring, why some of us, God is not going to give us people that we are not going to live well. God wants us to first get organized, get brainwashed, get on board, then the right people are going to come. The other statement I want you to write is, you teach what you know and duplicate who you are. You teach what you know and duplicate who you are. Even when you bring them to the business, they sign up and join. And inside you, you're not even attending these trainings, you're not using they will still do what you're doing. Tonight I want to talk about you because you are the most important asset in changing the world. The key areas that we want to focus on are the financial life. I also want you to get one of your big projects and say, I want to get this money from Neolife. By the way, this business, things that are going to grow this business are not done by normal people. No, because normal people get normal results. Normal people get normal results. If you want to talk to people when you feel like, today it has rained, I think this business, if you are to cause a movement, if you are to cause this business to grow, you have got to forget yourself completely. You know, one of the things I decided this year is that I don't want, in fact, let me tell you, I go to bed very tired because I start my day very early, very early. By 4, I am up. Actually, I sleep at 11. I sleep at 11, 10 minutes. I don't sleep. No, some of us sleep like we are competing with a date. You go to bed very early and still wake up very early, very late, sorry. I go to bed at 11, 10 minutes, and leave my bed in the morning at 4:30 there, depending on what I have on table. But by 5, in fact, I'm not even near my bed. I have a study room that we have a study room at home. I don't even go to the sitting room. I get out, I get to the study room and I start my day. So this business, if you're going to do what normal people are doing, you'll still harvest the same. You'll still get what you have always got. We have got to be uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know whether your bills don't motivate you. Me, I am motivated by my bills. I am motivated. I mean, how long are you going to be behind your bills? How long are you going to go to the headmaster to explain how you have delayed the payment? How long are you going to be in the life you're in? These are things that annoy me. How long are you going to live that kind of life you're living? Now, the years are running. Time is running. Life is changing. You're hearing what is happening. Life is changing every single day. Before you know it, you're going to be even in agriculture, taxes all over, everything. Life is changing every day. In fact, if you get an opportunity, as these things, as the economy is changing, as life is changing, I want this life to come when I don't have problems of the poor. Your child wants to go to Harvard and you're struggling. I know a parent who told a child that when you get these marks, you're going to Ontario. And the child struggled, got the marks for Ontario. You think the parent could afford? The parent could afford Mbarara Secondary. What a discouragement to the child. And this is happening. This is happening. You are going for what you can afford. You want a good, even the meal you're eating, you surely see it. You you're eating the price, not the food you want. You're living the price, not the life you want. But me, I am tired. That's why I can even go to the streets there now and I share with people this opportunity, because at the end of the day, it is me who suffer with the bills. Stop living, stop thinking of how will this one see me. Get out. Get out your comfort zone and make a decision that I want to change my life. It doesn't make sense to work for 40 years and you retire when you're broke. Today, it's not about the degree. It's about the money. It doesn't make sense to be called a doctor and you're broke. We are not eating titles, we are eating money. Trust me where we are. You can't have a good family when you're broke. Wapi? Those were for our grandparents, but today it's dead. If you're young, 22 years, 23 years, God has blessed you to start working on your financial life at an early age. At an early age. Make that decision today. Take charge of every single day. Banange, for me, today I see time running like there is no tomorrow. I want to finish the poor people's challenges in my 30s, as I live my 30s. I want to finish them. I want to have now challenges of men. Someone wants to sell you land, 10 acres, and you're struggling to raise the 400 million. Those are challenges I want. I want challenges for the men, not challenges that I haven't completed fees, not challenges that I don't have money to take my wife to South Africa. No. Those are challenges of the poor. Family holidays. Why are we here? Surely you want to leave this planet and go and meet God when you're living an ordinary life. Let's forgive the poor because you have made people suffer. You're complaining of everything. Your child has come with the form that they're going to start swimming and you beat the child. Why? Because you're broke. God cannot forgive the poor. One thing that motivates me is that I've seen people that have made money. I've seen people who have paid billions of money. I've seen people that join. Do you know that in this business, there are guys that join and leave? You see, this is an opportunity that it's you who makes a decision. I have very many of my friends who I am older than in this business. I've been in this business longer than them and they're earning more money. So this is a supermarket. Make a decision. It's a free enterprise. You make a decision of how much you should be paid and when you should be paid this money. It's not the company that makes a decision. You make a decision how much you should be paid and when you should be paid this money. In fact, every month, the company gives you the company gives you a check. It gives an empty check and says, you know what, Dennis Tumushabe, right now, how much we should pay you. And most of us return it. You know what, me, your life, I don't want to be paid. And you're behind your bills. Now, how do we increase our income? That's what I'm going to say. How do we increase our income? The first thing you have to know is to increase on your activities. Let's first look at what we do daily, because it is what we do daily that tells what you do daily. Let's look at your to-do list. Do you have a daily goal in someone's plan? Have you met people come to you and people, if you haven't made an appointment with me and just come, I always close that. Make sure that the conversation is very, very short. I don't want you to eat my time because I didn't have you on my program. So how is your daily program? Like I've said, it is very possible the next 5 years to be like the last 5 years if you do not make a decision now. If you do not make a decision now, your next 5 years can be like the last 5 years. It's all down. Should look at prospecting. What's prospecting? Talking, correcting contacts every single day. There are now very many avenues of correcting contacts. Talking to people. In fact, talking to people should be like breathing. No one reminds you to breathe. In fact, there are habits that no one reminds you today. Can you be reminded to brush your teeth? Why? It got in your mind. Now, talking to people should be like that. The way you put on your trouser or your knicker, the first leg that gets into your trouser, the way you got it is the way you got it. Try another leg and you'll fall down. The business requires us to have that constant action. So how is your daily program? Because that's where the whole problem is. Some of us want to become a director, but you remember when the month is gone. Some of us want to become working members, but if you ask, now like today, the month is about to end, 25th of the month. If I ask some of you, how many people have you added in your name list? In fact, your action. If I ask you, yes, you want to become director, let's look at this month. How many people have you added in your name list? Some of you don't even have 20, 30 people, and you want to become a director. How fast do you want to become a director? One of my goals was to make 10,000 points. That one I have, I think, achieved. I am around, today my personal points are, I think, about close to 7,000 points. Close to 7,000 points. Meaning I've sold products worth 40 million, worth 38, 40 million shillings. And I don't know how I do it. Like I told you, when you're ready, even the opportunities come, even when you're ready, even God blesses you. You know, sometimes I am here. Like today, I supplied products in Nansana. And I don't know where the guy that is. Hey. So someone saw your ad someone saw what you posted and gave me your number. You know, sometimes I am here and I learn indeed that I was not prepared to receive. You're not going to get blessed if you talk to one person, two people. We have got to get out and share. Do you know when you go to, we have got to discover, we have got to go out and share. So I was saying, what's your to-do list every single day? What you do? Are you a kind of person that you're reminded about business? Some of us might be on this call and you didn't know that every Wednesday we have a meeting. Some of you say you're serious. You do not know even your ID, Neo Life ID. You do not know your bank account. Some of you are here, you do not know even how to open your back office. At my level, I open my back office every day more than 20 times. You see, it's your back office. Your back office is your account. Your back office is your bank account. Every rich person looks at how much is added. The flow of the statement. The flow. Some of you don't even know how to open. Some of you are here. If I unmute all of you, you don't know even how many personal points you have. And you're telling God it should bless you how? Bless you in things that you don't even know. In fact, God is saying, let me hold on. Some of us are blessed because we have poured our heart into this thing. We have poured our hearts to helping people. We have poured our hearts to growing this business. We have poured our hearts to growing Neo Life as a company. Sometimes the distributor goes, now, Dennis, How much is my commission? They don't know even how many points they have. They don't know. You look at, sometimes I'm asked and I feel I want to box someone. Say, but wait, which blood does this person have? Does this person have the blood that we have? We need to take this serious. We need to take this business serious if it is going to pay us seriously. For the starters, set a goal of how, actually, for the starters, which product are you using? That is also very key. Some of us are members and you're still doubting your products. Some of us are here and they are sick. Some of us are here, you're a farmer, we are in a season, but your banana plantation looks like the owner died. So how will you attract people around you? Some of us are here, have coffee gardens, and you have the poorest, the worst coffee on this planet. Some of us walk and you're sick. Now for the starters, start on your health, start on your banana product, start on using the products. Number two, have a daily goal of people that you're going to add your name list. Number three, have a daily goal of people you're going to teach. Wake up to teach. Wake up to prospect. Wake up to share. The other important point, in fact, some of us on this call and data is about to run out. We don't have data. We are 26, I see we are 24. When sometimes when I say data can't check, my data got finished. I feel, oh God. You're even struggling with data for a meeting of 1 hour. Have a daily goal to make profits. You see these things, like I told you, what you focus on expands. What you focus on expands. Have a daily goal. Have a daily goal to of profits. Have a profit daily goal. Have a daily goal to make profits. Number two, have a goal to make points every single day. You know, you see, what you attract yourself is what you get. If you attract yourself negative, you get negative. I have one of my aunties, when we were growing up, she used to every morning put radio announcement. Radio West. I remember Radio West. So and so has died, and the body will be at this time. That one is done. So and so has died. And so, you know, everybody should put a radio somewhere there, and everyone listens to her announcement. What a bad way to start the morning. So she was always ready to not, okay, the idea is not your person not to die and you don't get the information, but it's also a bad way to start. Every morning you're listening to people die. What? Trust me, she will get them. So you always get what you want. If you want results, they will come. If you want negativity, you will get them. So what do you want? Attract what you want. Pray for what you want. Go for what you want. Celebrate even when you haven't got it. One of my next year's goal, I want to put my commission to 15 million shillings. I'm already celebrating first. And when you look at my work is going to 15 million shillings. That's why I don't have time. But I go to bed and I am tired. The head is tired because I've used the head. The head is tired. The body is tired. Why? I am what? You see, Your next year's business is built today. I always tell people, this month I didn't work, but next month no. If you didn't work this month, even next month you won't work. Make today count. There is nothing like I don't have time and business. What? Do you know that all of us create time for things that we love most? This thing, I don't have time, is just an excuse to keep you in the situation you're in. All of us have the time for the things that we want. No one of us doesn't create time for the things that we want. So it's just a myth that I don't have time. What is not clear is what you want. Have a daily goal of the PV. Do you know that my diary, just here, my diary has, right now, according to my goal, I still have to sell products. I think now, but as of today, I haven't written the records for today. But as of today, yesterday, my sales, my personal sales goal, I was left with 15 million shillings worth of products that I must sell. And I don't know how I do it, by the way. I don't know. But as I said, when the goal is clear, the how, when the why, you write this, when the why to do it is clear, the how gets easy. Me, I look at my income every single day and I say how much, like right now, I told you I have to sell. I told you I know everything. I have about now, my balance is about like 13, because today I did some orders, like 13 million shillings worth of products that I must sell. This month's commission is still less by 1.8 million shillings. I have that figure. And I do this every single day. At the start of the month, I have a goal. I want to do 10,000 points. So when I do 500 right now, I subtract, I'm left with the 9,500. I subtract the income. So I know I calculate my commission every day. I calculate my profits every day. I calculate all my activities every single day. That's how I say it. That's how a business person is supposed to do. That's what the business person is supposed to do. Business people count their losses every day, count their profits every single day. They know what is coming, what they have lost, and what they are gaining. If you are here and you just remind it, then the journey is still very far. The journey is still very far. Make that decision, ladies and gentlemen. Make that decision to get tired of where you are. There's one writer that says, live the day as if it is your last. Give every day your best. Me, my topic today was about doing business every single day. Did you know that the 1% you put in every day can amount to a lot in the long run? Ladies and gentlemen, make that decision today, like we did. Make that decision. Another thing I want to encourage you to do, associate with people that are where you want to be. In fact, I talk to Justus every day, not once, not twice, not 3 times. We talk. In fact, if Justus was a lady, my wife would suspect something. If Justus was a lady, I think what she would be saying, but the relationship with Justus and Dennis, this one, it's not even business. What am I saying? And what are we talking about? We are talking about adding more money on our accounts. So if you're serious, call your active upline call us every day. Let's talk. Let's talk every single day. Because we let's brainstorm together. Let's, Let's get this thing done every single day. Let's talk every single day. Let's get this business done. Some of you spend even the whole month without calling you up. Like, no wonder you have 0 personal points on the 25th of the month. No wonder you have 0 personal points on the 25th. Today you need to get saved and make that decision. We get moving. Get tired of that printout. Get tired of your results. Get tired of where your business is, and we move. It's time to move. It's time to move, ladies and gentlemen. Let us not leave you behind. Get in the bus. The bus is already moving. Let us not leave you behind. Get in the bus. The bus is moving. Wake up and we go. If you don't want, we are going to go. If you don't want, you're going to see us drive the latest number plate. If you don't want, we are going. But the joy is to have you on board. You are going to imagine we are 2023 on the call. If all of you are in the plane going to Cape Town next year, how do you think that plane will be my godliness? If the 23 of you in that plane going to Cape Town, don't you think we would have the best? That's why we are here. We look at countries that have very many people, they enjoy maximally. Why we are on the call such a time is that to have you get on board, we want to fill the plane. Make that decision today. In fact, if you're serious, extend your sleeping hour today and first have a meeting with yourself and we'll get moving. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I know I can speak. I am doing the things I'm telling you, I do them every day. And I can speak. Thank you very much for listening to me. And I pray to God that you can get the message so that you can move. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Mumusa, nice.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dennis Tumushabe. One thing I love about Dennis's talks, he talks reality. He speaks what he does. He speaks from the heart. And if only we could actually follow his teachings and we do exactly what he has just talked about, there is completely no way how we are going to be left behind. I like it. I like his message today. His message is very simple. Is what you put in is what you get out. You cannot plant a cup of maize and then you expect to harvest 5 tons of maize. No. So whatever you put in Neolife, it's exactly what you get out. And I love the way Neolife gives us the freedom. I watched Dennis set a goal and say, effective this year, I don't want my income to go below 10 million shillings. And effective January, his income has always been over 10 million. I love the new goal, 15 million shillings. And from what he does, from what he's just taught us, the 15 million shillings, if I am not mistaken, I think you have even underestimated yourself, because the work that you're doing, I am sure we could even go to 20 million shillings. Now, that is the freedom that Neolife has given us. Neolife has given us the freedom that we can actually decide and say, you know what? I want to earn 3 million shillings a month. I want to earn 5 million shillings a month. I want to earn 10 million shillings a month. And if you do the work, Neolife will pay you that money. So why don't we take up such a kind of an opportunity? Why? I am here in the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, I am going to be turning exactly 20 years in Neolife. And my goal is to make sure that by the time I say I have been in business for 20 years, I want to be earning between 30 to 50 million shillings every single month. That is my goal. And why do I set that goal? New life has given me the freedom. So what do I need to do to achieve that goal is to make sure that I put in the work. So you are here, you're on this call today. Set that goal. Look at that income that you want to earn. Is it 2 million shillings a month? Is it 5 million shillings a month? Is it 10 million shillings a month? Set that goal. Let's sit with you on table. Let's strategize. Let's look into all the nitty-gritties that you need to do for you to be able to earn that kind of income. I know it is possible. We have done it. And I know you can also do it as well. So in closing, Saturday, we are all at Imperial Royal Hotel. Invite massively. Senior managers will begin at 10. Guests and above, arrival time is exactly 1:30. When you are inviting, encourage the people that you're inviting to come with a friend. Let's meet on Sunday. And thank you so much, Dennis, for this great sharing. And I do believe that the people that have been listening to you, I believe they are going to work. I believe they are going to give it their best. I believe that we are going to celebrate their success in December, because December is our end of year celebration, our end of year convention. Friday 6th will be in Kampala, 7th will be in Barra, and Sunday will be at Imperial Hotel to celebrate the New Life end of year recognition. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give it our best. Let's go out there and work. I know the sky is the limit. It is very possible. Thank you so much.